students, today we will start the next law of chemical combination, which is known as law of reciprocal proportion. Before starting the law of reciprocal proportion, few limitations of law of multiple proportion were left in the previous video. So what are these limitations? In the case of law of multiple proportion, we know that the ratio of element which is combining with the fixed mass of another element in different compound is always present in the simple whole number ratio, but there are few limitations in which the simple whole number ratio is not present, but they are present in fraction in their compound. Example, hydrocarbon. In hydrocarbon, which is compound of carbon and hydrogen, carbon is having unique property of catenation, which is self-linking property of element with itself by either single bond, double bond or triple bond. So in the case of hydrocarbon, which is compound of carbon, hydrogen, example, if we take butane, pentane, hexane. So if we fix the mass of one element, if we fix the mass of carbon to 12, then the mass of hydrogen, which is combining with the fixed mass of carbon, that is 12, in all three cases it is coming. In the first case, in the case of butane, the mass of hydrogen with respect to carbon is 2.5. In second case it is 2.4. in the case of pentane. In the case of hexane it is 2.3. so the ratio of masses of hydrogen which is combining with the fixed mass of carbon, it is coming in the fraction. It is not present in whole number ratio, that is simple whole number ratio. Because of that, it is not following law of multiple proportion. In the case of non-stoichiometric compound, it is not following law of multiple proportion because they are not present in simple whole number ratio. Example, iron oxide, FeO, in which iron is present in 0.93. It means it is present in the fraction, due to which it is not following law of multiple proportion. Next law is law of reciprocal proportion. It was put forward by the scientist named Richter. According to this law, the ratio of masses of element A and B which combine separately with the fixed mass of element C, then this ratio is either same or it is a simple multiple of masses of when A and B are combining directly with each other. Now let's see some example on the basis of law of reciprocal proportion. If we take two element example, carbon and oxygen, which is combining with the fixed mass of hydrogen, then the ratio of carbon oxygen will be either same or it is a simple multiple of ratio of carbon oxygen when it is combining directly. So let's see, in this case we are taking the element example carbon and oxygen, which is combining with the fixed mass of hydrogen. So in this case, when carbon is combining with the fixed mass of hydrogen, it will form CH4, that is methane. And when oxygen is combining with the fixed mass of hydrogen, it will form H2O. So what is happening in both the cases? In this case, 12 part biomass of carbon, 12 part biomass of carbon is combining with 4 part biomass of hydrogen. As you can see in the formula is CH4. Similarly, in this case, oxygen, in this case there is only single atom of oxygen and 2 hydrogen atom. It means 16 part biomass of oxygen is combining with the 2 part biomass of hydrogen, which is not fixed. So we have to fix the mass of hydrogen. It means we have to take 2 moles of H2O. So now the number of hydrogen atom will be 4 in H2O. So in this case the mass of hydrogen is fixed. It means when the number of moles of H2O are doubled, then the mass of oxygen will also be doubled. So it will be 2 times of 16. It means 32 part biomass of oxygen is combining with the fixed mass of hydrogen, which is 4. So the ratio of carbon oxygen when they are combining with the fixed mass of hydrogen, it is So carbon oxygen ratio in both the cases, in the first case, in the case of methane, carbon is 12, and in the case of water, oxygen is 32. So the ratio is 3:8 on simplification. When these two elements, that is carbon and oxygen, combining directly, they will form CO2. So in this case, 12 part by mass of carbon, because there is only one atom of carbon, is combining with the 32 part by mass of oxygen. It means in this case carbon mass is 12 and oxygen is 32. So the ratio of carbon oxygen when combining directly to form CO2, the ratio is 12:32, which on simplification is 3:8, and it is similar to the first case. It means it is following law of reciprocal proportion, because in both the cases when these elements are combining with the fixed mass of hydrogen, then the ratio is 3:8, and when they are combining directly, then ratio is also 3:8. It means the ratio is the same in both the cases. It means it is following law of reciprocal proportion. Two elements are hydrogen and oxygen, which are combining with the fixed mass of sulfur. So in this case, hydrogen is combining with the fixed mass of sulfur, so it will form H2S, hydrogen sulfide. Similarly, when sulfur is combining with oxygen, so it will form SO2, sulfur dioxide. So in both the cases we have to fix the mass of sulfur. So in this case, 2 part by mass of hydrogen is combining with the atomic mass of sulfur is 32. So in this case there is only single atom of sulfur. It means 2 part by mass of hydrogen is combining with the 32 part by mass of sulfur. Similarly, in this case, as you can see the formula of sulfur dioxide, so oxygen is having mass 32. In this case, 32 part by mass of oxygen is combining with the 32 part by mass of sulfur, because in sulfur dioxide only one atom of sulfur is present. So the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen when they are combining with the fixed mass of sulfur, it is hydrogen oxygen ratio. In the first case, hydrogen is 2, and in this case oxygen is 32. On simplification it will come 1:16. Similarly, when hydrogen is directly combined with oxygen, it will form H2O. So in this case the mass of hydrogen, the part by mass of hydrogen is 2, and the part by mass of oxygen is 16. It means 2 part by mass of hydrogen is combining with the 16 part by mass of oxygen when they are combined directly. So the ratio of hydrogen oxygen in H2O is 2:16. On simplification it is 1:8. So if we compare the two ratios in the first case and in the second case, then we can observe they are a simple multiple of each other. It means it is also following the law of reciprocal proportion. So if we compare these two ratios in the first case and in the second case, then the final ratio which is coming 2:1. It means both the ratios are multiple of each other. They are following law of reciprocal proportion. Now let's see one example on the basis of law of reciprocal proportion. So in this case, ammonia contain 82.35% of nitrogen and 17.65% of hydrogen. Water contain 88.90% of oxygen and 11.10% of hydrogen. In the second case, nitrogen trioxide contains 63.15% of oxygen and 36.85% of nitrogen. Show the following data is illustrating the law of reciprocal proportion. So first of all, write all the things which are given in the question. So in this case, in the first case, when nitrogen, in the case of ammonia, nitrogen percentage is 82.35% and hydrogen is 17.65% in ammonia. In the second case, in water 88.90% of oxygen is 88.90% and hydrogen is 11.10%. Whereas in the second case, in the case of nitrogen trioxide, formula N2O3, this is the first case and this is the second case. In this case, nitrogen is 36.85% and oxygen is 63.15%. So first of all, in the first case, we have to fix the mass of one element. So in both the cases, in ammonia and water, in both the cases, one element is common, that is hydrogen. So we have to fix the mass of hydrogen. So what is happening in this case? So solution, in the first case, the case of ammonia, hydrogen is having mass 17.65 gram of hydrogen is combining with the nitrogen of 82.35 gram of nitrogen. So when we fix the mass of hydrogen to 1 gram of hydrogen will combine with mass of nitrogen on applying unitary method. 82.35 divided by 17.65, which on calculation will come 4.67 gram of nitrogen. In the second case, in the case of water, the mass of hydrogen is 11.10 gram of hydrogen combined with the mass of oxygen, which is 88.90 gram of oxygen. So when we fix the mass of hydrogen to 1 gram of hydrogen then combine with, on calculation, 88.90 divided by 11.10. So on calculation, when you will check the calculation, it will be coming 8.01 gram of oxygen. So the ratio of oxygen and nitrogen, which is combining with the fixed mass of hydrogen, which is taken 1 gram. So the ratio of nitrogen and oxygen, when they are combining with the hydrogen of 1 gram, it is coming. So in the first case, the value is 4.67 of nitrogen, in oxygen 8.01, which on calculation the ratio is coming 1:1.72. So this is the ratio of nitrogen and oxygen when we fix the hydrogen mass to 1 gram in the first case. The percentage of nitrogen and oxygen in the case of nitrogen trioxide is given in the question. So in this case, nitrogen is having 36.85% and oxygen is 63.15. It means the ratio of nitrogen oxygen on solution, it is coming, which is almost same to the first case. It means it is following the law of reciprocal proportion.